What did you expect, Mr. Fiorelli? Fan mail?
Please, Signor Sergeant. We're all friends here. Call me Enzo.
I would have thought a few angry letters was getting off very lightly.
There's no few angry letters here, Signor Sergeant. We are talking hate mail.
My client has served his sentence. He wants to effect a reconciliation. I would have thought you'd be all in favour of that, Senior Sergeant.
I've done some wrong things, made a few mistakes, but I know I can patch things up if I get the chance.
All we're asking is that you keep the peace so my client can have that chance.
Witness protection would have given you all the peace you could ask for. You threw that away by coming back here.
Mr. Fiorelli is a free man now. He's entitled to go where he chooses.
And he's entitled to accept the consequences when he gets there.
Enzo, would you show Senior Sergeant Croydon the letters? I doubt he'll dismiss them so readily after he's read them.
As it happens, they're in my car.
I can't believe you're taking this bloke on.
That's my business. And your business is this very real harassment that he's getting.
That man took half of Mount Thomas for everything they had. They don't want to harass him. They want to boil him in oil.
Precisely. He needs protection.
I haven't got the manpower.
Oh, come on,
We're
Tom,
flat
come
chat around here
on.
at
You
the
could
moment.
try and calm things over. I know you could.
Where's that Senior Sergeant? Who's gonna fix
Fiorelli,
this?
if you would, just calm down.
I want something done.
What's going on?
You like BMW? Nice cars. Nice big windscreens.
Nice big brick.
Just a few angry letters, Tom?
I've told you both already, if you want protection, you're going to have to hire a security firm.
He could have been badly hurt.
He wasn't even in the car.
I could have been. I was just lucky this time.
We'll investigate the vandalism, of course, but...
No
if you...
protection, we know. Come on, Enzo.
You want to know what time you actually went into the...
How's that stolen vehicle investigation going?
Slowly. Well,
Kind of.
Boss, who is this Fiorelli bloke anyway?
I wish you'd apply the same insatiable curiosity to the work you're supposed to be doing, Constable.
Sorry, I just wondered.
Well, for your information, Mr. Fiorelli has been doing time for fraud, and against good advice and common sense, he has returned to the scene of his crime. Now, if you would likewise return to your work and find out who bricked his BMW, I'd be very grateful.
So who do you think threw the brick?
Oh, pick a name. He isn't Mr. Popularity, is
An
he?
Italian name.
Come on, Cooper, get moving, get onto it. Take Doyle with you.
Hey, hang on, boss. Doyle's helped me with this car thing.
Well, you're going to have to manage by yourself for a couple of hours, aren't you?
Who got up his nose?
Oh, I had a rough guess, Sally Downey.
Now, you see, if he fancies her, Dash, and we know he fancies her in a big way, a very big way.
What, you think the boss would actually...
My word, he would. What's wrong with that? Do you think he's too old to...
No, he's not. No, not.
What, he's got a big veranda over his tool shed? A bit too porky?
No, he's not. Well. Yes, he's a bit, but I mean, what I'm saying is that it's disgusting because she's a lawyer.
Every woman needs to climb a mountain. Here we go, get this bloke. Is he gonna? You got him?
Yep.
Clarky, how you doing? Buddy, they got rocket cars that go after the land speed record. You've got no openness.
Oh, very risible, Sergeant, and not too far from the mark, in fact.
What's your hurry?
Rockets, as you surmise. Or spacecraft, at any rate.
Spacecraft?
Yeah, crashing, spinning round and round and crashing into the bush up behind my place. I was heading hotfoot into town to report it to you blokes.
Yeah, what's wrong with your phone, mate?
Well, it got cut off. Circumstances beyond the bloke's control.
Too bad. Well, see if you can control this, Clarky.
Okay, Mr. Clark, take a deep breath. And blow hard.
I'm not surprised. They were probably aiming the bloody brick at his head.
Mrs. Fiorelli, have you noticed anyone suspicious hanging around the house?
Only Enzo.
He's been staying here, has he?
In the sleep out. I'm not having him in the house.
Do you have any idea why he came back?
Death wish? Says he wants to make it up to us. Julia and me. Can't understand why anyone should want to bear him a grudge. It's not his fault. Well, a big misunderstanding courtesy of his lawyers. Nothing's ever his fault.
What does he mean wants to make it up to you?
Getting put inside. Wrecking our lives. Told him he should take a look at some of the other lives he's wrecked. Said he's thought about that. Got another great idea about how to help people get their money back.
Mr. Really, has anyone said anything to you about revenge or anything like that?
No, not violence. I'd say he'd have a few lawsuits on his hands, though.
Oh. What's going on?
Just a few questions about your father.
Can't you just leave us alone? It's got nothing to do with us anymore.
Listen, I'm telling you now, I got
You're
stolen
not
cars
taking
coming
this
out.
serious, are you? I wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
Your own intoxication detectulator told you that, but you're still not taking it serious.
Look, Clarkie, you were just under the limit. You're lucky. Put it this way, mate. When you saw your so-called aliens, you could have been, in fact, over the limit, eh?
Well, I admit I'd had a few. Well, I had a bit of a go with the Minister for War and she kicked me out.
Sorry, you
Never
followed
cross
so
her
much
at night, I
straight
tell
dog.
you. She's a nocturnal feral, that woman. So anyway, I was having a bijou communette with nature, which is... I was having a pee outside, which is when I saw the aforementioned UFO come down.
With Mickey Mouse at the controls and Goofy showing him the way, is that
Look,
right?
I know what I saw. You can ask Cheryl.
Oh, the Minister saw it too, did she?
Well, no. But I did tell her about it as soon as I'd regained my combobulation, didn't I? Well, you can ask her. She'll tell you. I wanted to drive straight back into town and let you know, but she confiscated the car keys because I was a bit... I was in shock.
Go home, Clarkie.
Mr. Hashem, you're a bloke of not inconsiderable intelligence. Tell him he ought to be giving this some credence.
UFOs.
Yeah. Well, there were flashing lights in the dark, spinning, high-pitched whine. Meow.
Hey,
Right.
maybe Clarkie's little alien mates stole those cars.
Yes, Schulze, you better get out there and check out Charlie's place, eh? See if there are any little green men hiding away in your front room.
Oh, yeah, very droll. Thanks for nothing.
Pleasure.
Yeah. A bloke tries to do civic duty and just gets spat on.
Bye-bye, Mr. Clark.
Update on the car thefts? No, I need some help here,
PJ,
boss. No,
not
look, we
now. I'm
both
busy. I'm
know
waiting for
that
a
it could be
phone.
any one of a dozen irate Italians that bricked Fiorelli's car. Now, Maggie will be tied up for days trying to flush him out.
He's been nothing but trouble, that bloke. I warned him, you know. 5 years ago, I said, don't buy into any property deals unless you talk to your accountants and your lawyers first. But, oh, no. He's one of ours. He's a paisano. She's a real good investment.
She's a really bad accent.
Yeah. The point is, they trusted him because he was one of their own. He knew that and used it. So every market garden and family home in the district went under the hammer.
Well, that's my point. It could have been any number
a
of them.
plausible bugger, that's the problem.
Well, he got Sally Downey sucked in, and I hope she got paid up front.
She did. Not that it's any of our business, of course.
Oh, he's only been out a couple of days. Be hard to set things up in jail.
Apparently not. He managed to organise an early parole. 15 years he got, served 5.
How did he manage that?
Well, that's what I'm waiting to find out. I'm waiting on his phone.
Boss, phone for you. It's
That'll be Jim, thank you. Jim, how are you? Tom Croydon. Yeah, look, thanks for calling back, mate. I was wondering if you could do us a favour. Enzo Fiorelli. Ring any bells?
The only thing Charlie Clark's had a close encounter with is a cold tin.
Yeah, but imagine if there were aliens, though. And what if they're like the ones in that movie with Sigourney Weaver?
Oh, so that's where my stolen cars have gone. Aliens have eaten them.
Well, all he'd have to do is sick Cheryl and do it. The other Minister for War, she'd kill it with a frying pan, I think.
Jim Morrison just came back to me.
That's spooky. He's dead, I believe.
Very funny. Apparently our friend Enzo dobbed in his 2 accomplices over some other matters in exchange for early parole.
No, the lawyers.
Yeah.
Weren't they already inside over that property stuff?
Yeah, well, they'll be inside a lot longer now, I think, won't they?
Well, that'd be something like that for witness protection to look after him.
For all the good that'll do him now.
Senior Sergeant, might I have a word?
Sally. There's Downey. Yeah, come on through.
I think she can have more than a word if she wants it. Right?
I think, Tom, I owe you a humble apology. I gather your people have been canvassing the Italian community.
Well, we can't have people leaving bricks at expensive cars, even Fiorelli's.
Thanks, Tom. So, dinner? Might be the best way of making this apology. My shout, of course.
No, mine, I insist. Somewhere good.
Somewhere really good.
Right, then we'll...
See you later.
Yeah, I'll call and confirm the... PJ, I've had to think about those files and we could have a bit of a chat about it.
Oil and water.
Coppers and lawyers don't mix. Any luck?
Nobody knows anything about any threats. This guy hasn't got an enemy in the world, I don't think.
Hey, officers!
Mr. Fiorelli,
I've had a gutful. I'm talking to my lawyer. Something's got to be done.
what has happened this time?
Not just a brick. I put my car in for a new windscreen. Picked it up 5 minutes ago. I'm driving down the street behind the workshop and boom! The tire's blown out.
Wow.
Well, you have a flat tire.
I'm not talking a flat tire here. Somebody shot at it. Okay? Boom! Hey, Tony. how are you?
Friend of yours, is he?
Well, let's have a look at this tyre.
Yeah.
Do you?
Thank you. Thank you.
Malayan orchid. Le bon vivant. Maybe snails.
Oh, boss, we had no luck with Fiorelli's car. Every time we mentioned his name to anybody, they'd start foaming at the mouth.
Well, they clam up completely.
Why am I not surprised? Clams. Who does good seafood?
We just ran into him down in town. He reckons someone shot his tyre
Yeah, it's
out.
probably a 303.
We sent it down to forensics.
Oh, great. This is turning into a spaghetti western.
Well, we're just trying to keep you up to date.
Spaghetti, Italian. Pasta.
Yep, it's your shot.
She's letting me use the sleep out. He's not much bigger than that box they gave me in prison. And I didn't deserve to be there either.
Yeah, but Enzo, you know, things change. It's been 5 years. You might have to accept that.
A wife stops loving her husband. A daughter stops loving her old man. Why should I accept that? It's Julia's birthday soon, and she won't talk to her father. Why they do this to me?
Chris?
Hello, Tom.
Mr. Fiorelli.
Please, it's Enzo.
Could I have a light beer, please, and a wine list?
Yeah, you ready in tonight?
Yes, sir. Could you organise a nice, quiet table?
Pie chips and gravy for two, eh?
Beer, thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave! How are you? Please, sit down.
Hey, that's a nice jacket you got on there, Tom. Going out somewhere, are you?
Oh, where can anyone smell mothballs?
Should have gone somewhere upmarket and some favours.
I tried, but I couldn't get in anywhere except for the bon vivant. I'm not too keen on snail.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the odd garlicky gastropod.
Just a bit of a genuine tip. Don't spring for the champagne on the first date.
It's not a first date.
Well, it's far too ostentatious.
No, I don't know. I like champagne.
Smelly.
Are we all eating together?
No, absolutely not. They were just leaving.
Oh, I was going to have a bite
Well,
too.
you're not now. Come on.
Sorry about that. Sorry about having to eat here. I couldn't get in anywhere better. Still, the food here's great.
Jeannie does wonders with the can opener.
What are you doing talking to him?
I'm not talking to him. He came over to me.
What, so you listen to him? You should be spitting in his face.
That's your style, not mine. I'll see to the bastard in court.
Come on, fellas. Relax. Let me buy you a drink. We can sort it all out.
I'm going to sort you out, you
Come on!
You bloody idiot!
Whose side are you on?
Yours, I'm your brother.
Huh? This is crazy. We just need to talk. Yeah, good. Come on. Chalk up another one, Enzo.
You right?
Get an ambulance.
I didn't mean to hit her. I'm sorry. What can I say? I was aiming for that bastard.
Who was that?
What are you, blind?
Just for the tape, please.
Fiorelli. You know he wrecked my family's business? You know he killed my dad?
Killed him? How did he kill him?
My dad dropped dead of a stroke when the market garden business went down the tubes, you know? It's all because I listened to that crazy son of a bitch.
Sir, listen. I understand that you've got grievances.
He suckered me out of my birthright, you know? It's not grievance, detective. That's hate.
Mr. Fantini, we do understand how you're feeling, but it doesn't excuse what you did tonight.
Yeah, well, you know what I did with the money?
What money?
From my old man's business. Fiorelli sold me shares in the Mechanics Institute. And it goes bust. And, my dad dies, and my brother hates my guts. And, what do? I work like a dog. Because I don't have the money to pay back what I owe. You see, I get all the grief, right? And Fiorelli just walks free. You know, Mr. Lucky.
Joe, listen to me. I'm genuinely sorry, but I don't want to have any more problems.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah, but I've already told you. You know, I didn't throw a brick through his window. I didn't take a shot at his tyre. You know? I don't even own a gun.
Okay, all right. That's fine. But I've got no other choice but I'm going to charge you with assault. Sorry.
Look, Miss Downey's still here. Sally,
You've been gone a while. Chris okay?
yeah. A pretty nasty cut, but it wasn't quite as bad as it looked. Still, I thought I should wait with her.
Yeah, of course.
And I thought I should keep such a lovely lady company.
That wasn't really necessary.
Hey, no problem. We are a couple of gentlemen. More than we can say for Joe Fantini. What you going to do about him?
I haven't decided yet. I'll probably release him on summons. But if I were you, Mr. Fiorelli, I'd keep a very low profile around town.
What for? You're going to look after me now, aren't you?
Listen, one pub brawl is hardly enough to warrant police protection.
But you saw what happened. Aren't you going to say something?
I'm off duty, Enzo. Go home, get a good night's sleep. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Always take your lawyer's advice. Have fun. You too.
I suppose you're still hungry.
To be honest, I've lost my appetite.
Hasn't exactly been a top-shelf sort of a day, what with one thing and another.
No. Do you know, I think I'll take my own advice and call it quits. Do you mind?
Well, unless you feel like a nightcap before you go.
A bit late for me.
I'm sorry about everything. It's...
Oh, don't be silly. It's hardly your fault.
Well, maybe some other time, huh?
Yeah, sure. Another time.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Peter, it's a bit of a breakthrough on your stolen cars, Rinks and Davids.
Good on you. Yeah.
Hey, sir, what can we do for you this lovely AM?
I wanted to talk to somebody about putting a bail for my brother. He's a bloody idiot, but, you know, guilt. Look, is it possible for me to bail him without him knowing it was me?
Nah, that won't be necessary, Mr. Fantini. He's been released on summons.
Sorry?
He's been released on summons. We let him go last night. He'll have to appear in court, of course. What, you a bit worried about him? He didn't come home?
No. No, we don't live in the same place. I thought you were holding him, sorry.
Oh, Mr. Fantini, I've got your brother on the phone. Do you want to speak with him?
Nah, we don't talk.
Push up behind my place. My report falls on deaf ears, and then I get home, and this has happened.
You're late.
Yep, got ambushed. Sergeant Schultz.
Eh?
I have been burglarised.
Well, never mind, mate. Don't be ashamed. Aliens, was it?
As usual, Sergeant, I'm devastated by the razor-like sharpness of your constabulary wit. However, this is serious.
Blood does it. Well, what exactly was taken, Mr. Clark?
Brilliant. I do all the work and St David's. Let me tell you, St David's.
Detective Hasham
yes,
may perchance
Charlie.
view the purloining of my goods with a little less amusement.
I'm sure he will. Congratulations, Senior Detective Hasham. You've won a burglary. Possibly interplanetary, is it, Mr. Clark?
Very funny.
Oh, Dash, thank you. You shouldn't have.
No, it's all right. I wanted
Beautiful.
to. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I could do without the headache, you know.
Chris, I'm sorry about what happened last night. Joe's got a bad temper, but, I mean, he didn't mean to
I
hurt.
should have ducked quicker, eh?
Look, I don't know what you want to do about it. Joe hasn't got 2 cents to rub together, and I'm no millionaire either, but if I can see you right for the damage, maybe you could drop any charge.
Fair enough.
No, it's not up to Chris anymore, Mr. Fantini. It's a police matter.
Never mind. Look, I'll pay for the damage anyway. Just let me know.
$50 should do it.
The table would have cost more than
50 will be fine, thanks.
It's very good of you, Chris.
Chris! Look at that. The bruise on that pretty face. I wish I hadn't got out of the way now. Here, this is for you, to help you forget the pain.
Enzo, thank you.
And you, tell your brother there's not hard feelings. I'm not interested in laying charges.
Tell him yourself.
Hey, Dave, come on. I come back to put things right. I have some great new ideas to talk about. Got money coming through in a few days.
The only talking I'm going to do with you is going to be in court. I'll see you again. Sorry.
Car. Now, Charlie, why didn't you say your car had been stolen?
Colonel Clink here didn't ask. He was too busy being amusing. And not just a car, Detective. This was the Minister for War's car. It's left her distinctly lacking in gruntle, I can tell you.
Mm-hmm. Anything else missing?
A couple of items of apparel.
Are they Cheryl's?
No, mine, Sherlock. To wit, one shirt and me favourite moleskin strides. I'm ropeable, I can tell you.
Why didn't you report this last night?
Your phone bill's still not paid, Clarkie.
It's a temporary disconnection. And I didn't notice the car when I got back. I was in a bit of a liver. Well, you do your civic duty, you get your eyes spat in. I needed to cool down a bit.
With a few cold ones, though, Clarky.
So I didn't want to have to drive back in last night, just in case.
Why'd Cheryl take the keys off you, did she?
Maybe it was the aliens.
Oh, don't you start.
Well, mind you, if something did go down in the bush, maybe someone got out and they stole the car.
But why not go to the house for help?
Maybe they knew about the keys. ESP.
Well, it can't hurt to see if any light planes have gone down in the area, can it?
All right, I'll get on to civil aviation. Nick, is it okay if Maggie and Adam check out Charles's place?
Well, you can't have Epis chained to his desk, but you can have McKinley because my people are your people.
Right, this way, thanks, Mr. Clark.
Miss Doyle, what's this?
St. David's, they'd like a copy of your car files, if you don't
Adam,
mind.
that's what property reports say.
That's ballistics.
What do ballistics say?
Enzo Fiorelli's tyre was shot out.
A 303 at close range.
Well, they didn't beam the car up. You know, they didn't beam themselves down either. Take a look at this.
I've got him over, haven't I?
Oh, hey,
She won't come out. She's very disgruntled. More purloined items.
Oh, what was in there?
Oh, it's my medical kit. A few bandages, some iodine, stuff like that. Where you sustain the odd abrasion when you're plumbing. Oh, no. I hope they didn't utilise the bandages. I've been using them on Dylan's sore leg. Well, it came over all scabby and then it got a bit pussy and stuff.
Yeah, all right, Charlie. I'm just going to take a look in the shed. Mount Thomas 208, go ahead.
Pierre McKinley, I've just spoken to Civil Aviation.
There's no reports of any aircraft gone missing, but missing persons are looking for a bloke that's a pilot by trade.
A plane could account for the noises Charlie heard.
Do a bit of a ground search, take Charlie with you. He might have a vague idea of the direction.
Thomas Station going back to main channel received.
Mount Thomas 208, going back over. Thanks, PJ.
Well, the pilot could have his own machine. I mean, it is uncontrolled airspace around here.
Which means he's under no obligation to file a flight plan.
Well, nothing's going to come of it. Charlie's away with the pixies.
We'll see. I'm going to be out for about half an hour.
All right. Legal consultation, is it?
Don't push your luck, Schultz. I'll off to see Mr. Fiorelli. I think the ballistic report throws up a few questions, don't you?
Why? What's that?
Well, if this bullet was fired at the tyre at close range, it could hardly have been a moving car, and nobody saw the brick thrown out the front either.
What, you thinking a setup?
I think Mr. Fiorelli might be trying to score himself a free bodyguard. I'm going to let him know that he's not going to get one.
Ends at 310, go ahead.
Enzo. Mr. Fiorelli. Fiorelli.
He's taken him! He's taken my Joanna!
PJ, what I found stashed behind the cupboard.
Mate, you look under his bed, you'll probably find a brick. Well, ballistics will be having a busy day, eh? I think Enzo's in a spot of trouble.
Breach of parole?
Sonia, you get this off to ballistics, thanks. All right, Cooper, you go sick him.
I'd been at the shops. Julia was at home. She's been so upset she didn't feel like work.
Was Enzo at the house when you left?
Oh, I don't know. He sleeps in the sleepout. He eats at the pub. He just doesn't know when to give up.
What makes you think he might have taken your daughter?
He's selfish enough. It's a way of putting on pressure. I tell you, this is like chucking petrol on a fire. I'll kill him, not take him back.
Has anything happened in the past couple of days that sparked him off?
They had a fight. He and Julia were out in the back garden. It was about the money.
The money?
Her trust fund. She said that was the reason he came back. He set up this trust fund for her before he got caught, went inside. That's why he's taken her.
How much?
It's about 100,000. It's all tied up in legal red tape. Julia said when she gets her hands on it, she's going to give it back to some of the people he ripped off. She's been so good to us. She's an honest kid. She's generous.
Right, so, so she and Enzo fought about this money.
He thought she was just going to hand it over to him, just like that. She told him to get stuffed.
I thought you said she couldn't get her hands on it.
She can when she's 18.
Where's that?
In 2 days.
Julia Fiorelli. That's who I want to find, yeah. Yeah, I'll wait.
If he has kidnapped his own daughter, hopefully he's just not going to hurt her.
I wouldn't bet on anything with this bloke. The good thing is, at least we've got a good reason to get him out of our hair now.
Who's going to find him?
Adam picked up Enzo. There's no sign of the daughter.
I'll bet. He's as crafty as they come, that bloke.
Yeah, they're coming in, mate?
Wait a tick. Yeah, any minute now.
Good on you.
Yes, that's right. Julia Fiorelli.
Nah, it didn't sound like a plane. A plane sort of goes... Well, it's your propellers, see?
Charlie, propellers do not sound like that, do they? Especially when the thing's coming down.
Are you sure this is the direction?
Oh, absolutement, mon chéri. Now, the sun sets over there, doesn't it?
Hey, if we kill him out here, no one will ever know, will they?
There's lots of possibilities, you know.
Such as?
Well, she might have run away, her and her mum might have, you know, faked it to get back at Enzo.
But these are decent people. It's Fiorelli who's the ratbag here.
You got to keep your mind open on these things, boss.
Morning, fellas. We got another misunderstanding, eh? What's going on?
Where was he?
Picking up his car. He's been extremely cooperative.
Sure, I've got nothing to hide.
Right, if that's the case, sir, we'll have a bit of a chat.
What's this all about? My car?
Just a couple of questions.
If it gets to a few questions, maybe I need my life.
Bastard! Where is she?
Tanya,
Where have you got her?
Tanya.
Hey, baby, hey, got who?
Julia, where have you taken her?
What? Where is she?
Look, we think your daughter may have been kidnapped, Mr. Fiorelli.
And you think I took her? It's crazy. I love that kid.
Love her. You only love yourself and your bloody money.
All right, that's enough. Come on, we'll find it. Take it
All right, just straight through.
Through there.
Sorry about that.
Fiorelli, that room there, please.
I don't know, maybe it was the other rig.
No kidding, Charlie.
Dash, come here. Someone has been through here.
See, I told you.
Mount Thomas 208 to Mount Thomas Station. Mount Thomas 208 to Mount Thomas Station. Maggie, I can't reach them. They must be out of frame.
Dash! Charlie, you stay there.
Dead. You and I called D24 and give them the rego details.
I have to go back to the car.
Look at this. It looks like an exit wound.
Looks like a bloody great hole to me.
I thought I told you to stay up there. We tell D24 to call homicide.
So you deny any knowledge of a 303 found on your premises this morning?
I do. That would be a violation of my parole, wouldn't it? I'm not stupid.
In any case, I fail to see what this discussion has to do with the kidnapping of Mr. Fiorelli's daughter, Detective.
That's right. You should be out there looking for these guys. I told you it wasn't me. I want her found. Fast.
Are we done? My client's told you everything he knows.
Interview suspended for Senior Detective Hashem to make further inquiries. Do you agree that the time is 11:20 a.m., sir?
Yeah. So, thanks a lot, fellas. Find my daughter for me. Please.
I know this isn't the right place, but just be careful of that bloke, will you?
You're right, it's not your place, he's my client.
All that charm is just a front. I know he's really likeable, but the bloke is a fraud. And you've been misled before.
Stop there, Tom. That is an insult to me, both personally and professionally. You're way out of line, Tom. Excuse me.
Look, please, can you just sign that there, sir? Just sign that there. And you just, I ask you to sit down there, Mrs. Fiorelli.
How could you even think of that, baby? I never took her, I swear.
Bloody liar.
No, just shut up, please, the both of you. Just please be quiet.
Tanya, you okay?
Yeah.
What's happened?
So, that's why I'm shut out of my own house. You bitch. And you!
Call me what you like, but you leave her out of it.
Good. Good way of getting back at me, was it?
All right, shut up, the lot of you. I suggest you all go home. There's nothing for you to do here anyway. It's up to my people. Now, come on your way.
Slut. Hey! He attacked me. Jigsaw?
Get out of here, Fiorelli, now! Go on,
Yeah, mate, they found the plane and there's one little detail you might be interested in. Doyle says they found at least one little...
Oh, no, can't be right.
Why is that, mate?
Call homicide, Cooper.
Hang on, now listen, maybe I'm missing something here, but if you shoot your own pilot, who is going to fly the plane?
Exactly. But Maggie's seen enough bullet wounds to be sure of her facts.
Well, maybe it's some sort of fruitcake suicide. What do you think?
Or a stupid accident. I'm going to get out there.
PJ, you've got the kidnapping to deal with.
Boss, this plane business could be a murder.
Well, the uniforms have got that under control, haven't they? Homicide's on the blower, Doyle's getting blood from the bush close to the crash
Well,
site.
blood.
Comparison
Talk about
to the
blood.
crash
Nobody told me
itself.
about blood.
And whoever stole Charlie's car and spare clothes also lifted bandages and medical gear from his shed. Well, you don't need to know that, PJ, do you? Because it's a homicide problem now, mate.
Oh, so St David's get the cars and Homicide get the plane.
That's about the size of it.
Brilliant.
All right, McKinley, stay there as long as they need you. Marked on a station back on main channel.
Was that the crash site?
He was shot from behind. We'll know more after the autopsy.
If Homicide decide to let us know.
Stop sulking.
There is nothing we can do unless Homicide asks us. So could we get focused on this missing girl?
What are they doing? Trying to kill themselves or something?
Well, they seem pretty intent on surviving and staying anonymous.
Well, you never know. We might get an in on the homicide investigation. We're looking into Charlie's car theft.
Well, Charlie's car theft is now part of the homicide investigation. Now, I hope you passed on the relevant information.
In the
yes,
meantime, as I said, let's concentrate on this kidnap.
So, I kidnapped my own daughter. What's this, then?
I'm sorry he touched it before I could stop him.
It's handy.
He was in my office when we got back.
You have your daughter. She's very pretty. Let's keep it that way. You'll hear from us.
All right. Document investigation onwards.
And what are you doing?
Pardon? Well, we're doing the usual follow-up with a missing person. We're talking to friends, neighbours, relatives and so on.
Enzo.
Well, like it or not, he has to be considered a suspect.
Tom, you can see how genuinely upset he is.
Like he was over all those frauds he committed.
Fraud is one thing. Kidnapping his own daughter, that's quite another. There must be other suspects.
There are lots of other suspects if you like to take all your clients' victims into account.
Exactly. I think you are concentrating far too much on him, Tom.
And I know you think he's Prince Charming, Sally, but let me
I know
tell...
you're busy, so I'll just leave you to it.
Listen, if he faked those attacks on his car, then he's obviously got some hidden agenda here. His daughter could be just another part of the whole thing.
That's conjecture.
Well, that's how investigations work. We try out a theory to
I
see...
deal with facts.
Yeah, what do you think?
Tom, that is a professional difference between us. We can't bury that over dinner. I'd appreciate it if you keep me informed.
Yeah, the usual stuff. We'll do friends, neighbours, and dear old Enzo, if you can check out the names on that list.
Well, most of these people drink over at the pub, so we'll check there. Come on, Adam. Don't you think I forgot about those lost property?
Yeah, okay. That would be fantastic. Okay.
Turning community.
Yeah, case file from Fiorelli's scam 5 years ago. He burnt a lot of people.
Yeah, and all of them want to get back at him.
But why would he abduct his own daughter and then ask for police protection? It doesn't make sense.
What's the next move?
Last person to see her.
I love that kid. I wouldn't have put her through it. I stayed away the last few days just so she wouldn't get caught in the middle of anything bad.
Dave, how long have you been close to Tanya and Julia?
2 years, bit longer.
You know anything about Julia's trust fund?
Yeah, she talked about it, called it his blood money. One of the split it up amongst the people he defrauded.
What was your response to that?
That was a bit overgenerous. I thought she should keep some for a future and maybe help out a few people with legal costs.
You included?
I saved my own money for that. You can check if you like.
Why don't you see her if you're steering away from the place?
Well, she phoned me when Tanya was out. She was upset and wanted to talk. I've been a dad for the last few years. I told Tanya I saw her.
We know. We asked.
You think there's any possibility that she might have run away?
Julia? Julia never ran away from anything. Not even that bastard.
So, Dave, if she was abducted, do you have any idea who might have done it?
That's your job, isn't it?
What about your brother?
Why don't you leave him alone? He's got enough to deal with. You ask me, you should be talking to Fiorelli.
We are talking to Enzo Fiorelli, but you know what's been going on around here. All the people on this list have more than enough reason to push this bloke into a corner.
Especially Dave Fantini.
Yep.
Ah, so that's all started to come out now.
No, we're not here to gossip with you, Christine. The point is, were any of the people on this list drinking in the bar at the time of the alleged abduction? And if they were, we don't have to chase around.
For God's sake, give me a look.
Good.
I was working at the Mechanics Institute on the renovations.
Right, it was outside?
Inside.
Did anyone see you, Joe?
Not that I know of. My van was parked outside.
Is that the grey panel van?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Fiorelli claims he saw a similar van to his car when the windscreen was smashed.
What's he gonna say? You know? He knows my old rust bucket. It's been in the family 20 years. How old's his Beamer?
I have no idea. Now, let me ask you something, Joe. You have no idea what happened to Julia, right?
No, I never went near her. Really. You know, my fight's with her old man.
What about your brother?
What about him?
Well, he's living with the two girls. You okay about that?
That's none of my business. He can do what he likes. What are you saying? What, that I snatched her to get up Dave's nose? Huh? Give Fiorelli a fright at the same time?
Did you, Joe? Did you do that?
Oh, for God's sake. I'm dealing with Mumbles McKinley. McKinley, could you try talking a bit slower, please? I might be able to understand you.
I said the Force Response Unit are still doing their thing, but they found something interesting, and I thought you and PJ would want to know.
What is it? It's not our case anymore, McKinley. It's a homicide case.
Yeah, but it's a picture. It's like a photo with a newspaper article stapled to it. It's a photo of Enzo Fiorelli.
It makes sense.
To you?
He didn't need protection from a bunch of market gardeners. He knew there was a real threat. That's why he asked for our help.
It's a theory.
Look, Enzo blows his new identity, OK? And his lawyers in the Slammer set a pro onto him. That's why the guy didn't ask for help. He didn't want anybody to know he was here.
Oh, right. So that's why this really clever hired killer shot the pilot in midair.
OK, I can't explain that, but at the very least, we know there were guns on board.
Which we are obliged to inform homicide of.
Yeah, but the kidnapping is separate, but we'll have both investigations running simultaneously. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, PJ, I'm not as dim as I look. I know exactly what you're hatching in that tiny detective's brain of yours.
What?
That this hitman also took the girl to flush Enzo out, and by catching him, you catch yourself a murderer. Look great on the old CV.
That's a possibility.
How did you go?
We're on. Where's Nick and Cooper?
Oh, they're back in a second. I think you can go, Mr. Fantini.
Right, you're not interested in checking me out anymore?
No, we'll be in touch, thanks. Now, I'm going to get on the homicide. I want to find out who this bloke is.
What bloke are you talking about?
The detective's got a theory.
God help us.
Sally, you asked me to keep you informed, and that's what I'm doing. Right. Well, we have reason to believe there's a professional involved. A professional? A professional hitman? I don't know. Well, you know more about the deal he did to get his parole than I do. I'm sure those two lawyers he stitched up have got plenty of shady contacts. Yeah, I am not disparaging all lawyers per se. No, I'm not. Sally, don't you ever knock?
Why can I knock? I've got a cup of coffee and a piece of cake in my hand. How's your blood sugar?
My blood sugar's fine, thank you.
How's your blood pressure?
Get out, will you?
Okay. Look, you want to go see her because you never get anything sorted out over the phone.
Thank you. I'm sure I can live without your advice, because I love her.
Good on you. We've got some information on the mystery passenger. Some bloke saw him taking off the airport.
Good.
And get the note printed. It could be linked to a murder.
No, I've already told them that. I'm on hold. Will you just stop breathing down my neck?
And also, we not have a name for them to check against.
Oh, hi. How'd you go?
Thanks. Bye.
How'd you go?
Not too good, but we do know one thing. The pilot had two passengers, names Mr. Smith and Mr. Brown.
How you know I think those names are probably false?
That's why we're chasing descriptions.
I'll go into it.
Nikki might have some photos to try in a few minutes. PJ, no progress on prints on the note yet, but they did pull a couple of sets from the inside of Charlie Clark's medicine box. Our professional wasn't very careful. They did a check. Gary James Anderson.
I'll go on the computer.
I'm going to be out for a while. I want to know as soon as we hear anything.
Thomas Police Sergeant Schultz speaking? No. Senior Sergeant Croyd's not available. He's just gone to see a solicitor about a legal problem. No.
Senior Sergeant Croydon, what brings you here?
Well, I just wanted to...
If it's about the Adam Doyle case that you've been working on, all I can say is it's a clear case of habeas corpus delicti.
Sally...
Listen, the professional help we were talking about. Well, I'm no longer available, so it's up to you, Senior Sergeant.
Mount Thomas 265 VKC.
VKC to Mount Thomas 265, go ahead.
Mount Thomas VKC, I've got a possible hostage situation.
Oh, good. Get that for us, will you?
VKC to Mount Thomas Station.
Mount Thomas Police Constable McKinnon speaking. How
Mount
can I
Thomas
help you?
Station, go to Channel 3 for Mount Thomas 265.
Got some heavy customers here.
Can you get that radio, please, somebody?
Gary, eh?
One radio coming up.
Judy's conviction. Yeah, armed robbery, assault with a weapon. Currently suspected of murdering a police officer in New South Wales. Lovely.
Yes, this guy sounds like a real horror. He's bumped over a copper in New South Wales. Yeah.
Come on, switch channels.
Mount Thomas Station to Mount Thomas 265.
Cooper, I think our kidnapper might be in Sally Downey's office. I'm going to try and contain... You get down here fast.
Boss?
Mount Thomas 265, code 5, out.
Okay, best up. These are the blokes from the plane. It could be trouble.